I want to ask you about a very specific phenomenon. Why is it that the exact moment you finally look in the mirror and decide with absolute certainty to change your life, absolutely everything seems to instantly fall apart? Let me destroy a lie the self help industry has sold you: the concept of turning the key. You watch a video, you get a rush of motivation, and you say, I am turning the key. I am changing today. But taking that initial decision is the cheapest, easiest step of the entire process. The enthusiasm is just another cheap dopamine hit. Real transformation is not an instant event. It is a brutal test of endurance. Anyone can turn a key. The true challenge is having the Herculean strength to hold it there against the pressure of a world that wants you to fail. If you want to survive this, you cannot start with your mind. You start with your physical vehicle. Your body gives you immediate, tangible feedback. You must gamify your journey by looking at the accumulation of what you already have done. How many workouts you finished, how many pages you read, rather than staring at the impossible mountain ahead. But even if you get your body right, the matrix will test you. In alchemy, the transition from the black ash of nigrido into the white light of albedo requires intense, sustained heat. The universe will throw 3 tests of fire at you to see if your decision is real. Test 1: the impact of initial failure. The very second you start, obstacles will hit you. Most people think this means they are on the wrong path. It isn't. It is the required toll fee for evolution. Test number 2: post-success resistance. This is the deadliest. Right after you get your first taste of success, the complexity of your life doubles. The stress of management kicks in. Your shadow panics at the responsibility, and you subconsciously sabotage yourself to return the comfort of the mud. Test number 3: the tyranny of boredom. Once the novelty is gone, you are left with a repetitive, unglamorous routine. If you cannot endure the boredom of doing the work when no one is watching, you will slide back into mediocrity. Welcome to the Albedo, friend. So, why does everything fall apart the moment you decide to change? Because you see, the matrix is testing the structural integrity of your vessel. It is applying heat to see if you are actually ready for the albedo, or if you are just playing games with cheap motivation. The difference between the man who builds an empire and the one who fails is not intelligence of his initial decision. It is the cold, calculated discipline to hold the key in place when his arm is burning. How can I put this in simple words to give the practical, pragmatical difference between activating and entering the Nigrido and enduring throughout the Albedo all the way to see Trinitas if you ever get to see Trinitas. That's a whole other conversation. However, if I could put this in small terms, I would say, dude, find a way to exchange the bad problems in your life for good problems. Chaos and problems is a constant force within this whole human experience. Experimenting being alive is to have problems. But now you are drowned and suffocated in bad problems. That's causing you depression, anxiety, discomfort, and you can't get out of these vices because you aren't aware that they are destroying you. So keep this in mind. To activate the Nigrido and to reach the Albedo, you must find a way to exchange your bad problems with good problems. Whereas you are mindful enough now that you are in the individuation process, integrating your shadow, that you are capable enough to cultivate and naturally keep your virtues close, but your vices closer under a leash. For now, you know what you are capable of, for good and for evil. But they now coexist, integrated in this auspicious, assertive human being that has now suffered and overcome the Nigredo and is now walking the long path of the Albedo. I hope this makes sense for you. So, hold the key and endure the fire. If you like this video, there's a link in the description for some art so you can support the channel. And if you are still here and you are ready to let the fire test your vessel, go down into the comments right now and type the word anvil. Thank you. Subscribe and keep walking with me, friend. El Psy Congrum.